الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. My dear respected brothers, elders, listeners, once again you've joined us for the Q&A. We'll start with this week's questions. Question number 1. What is the correct pronunciation of ruku' and tasmi'? Usually in English, ruku' is spelled R-U-K-U, and many words cannot be translated in English as they would be and how the word is actually pronounced in Arabic. The word in Arabic would be pronounced as ruku'. It has a waw, sakin, which has a jazm, and also at the end it has an ayn. So it'd be ruku' with an ayn at the end. And in English, to the best possibility as you can, it cannot obviously match the actual Arabic. Then tasmi' also has an ayn at the end, sami' Allahu liman hamida. That is the correct pronunciation of how it would be said in Arabic. Question number 2. If, for example, we follow the sunnah of using miswak, do we get the full reward, or do we need to adopt the full sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? I think the questioner is trying to ask that if I follow one sunnah, example like doing miswak, will I get the reward for following a sunnah, or would I only get the reward if I follow all sunnahs? The aim is that we need to follow every sunnah of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, each individual sunnah that we follow, we will get the full reward for this, inshaAllah. So as much as we can, our aim is to follow every sunnah. Walking, talking, sitting, standing, salah, eating, drinking, journey, safar, wherever we are, as much as we can follow the sunnah of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Question number 3. I've borrowed in total 2,000 to individuals. Do I need to note this down and let my family members know in case I leave this world? A very important point related to mu'amalat dealing. Any dealings that we have, we should write them down. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in Surah Al-Baqarah along the ruku', which begins with يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا تداينتم بدين إلى أجل مسمى فاكتبوه. Whenever you have some agreement, some deal, or you may have borrowed someone money, then to stay away from argument, forgetfulness, fighting, trouble, some agreement you have, to this day I will borrow you this much money. Or you have some other agreements, then write this down. And in our term, it could be even recorded on a voice message or on your phone as text message, because the person will read this. However, it's still better if it's written on like a letter, and if there's 2 witnesses there, that's even more better, because it removes all the obstacles that can come. Anything that can lead to a fight, anything that can lead to confusion. If you do not write things, then what will happen? You may have borrowed someone £600 and they will say it was 500. 6 months they have forgotten. So especially with dealings, you must write them down. It's proof, it's evidence. And if you have borrowed someone money, then of course you should let your family members know. This is the mistake that people make. They either owe others money or people owe them money, but they have not mentioned anything to their family members. And then if someone passes away, if that individual who has passed away has not told his family members, anyone can come and say that he owes me 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. But if the individual themselves cleared, I owe no debts to anyone, I'm free from debt, or this and this person owes me money, and it's written clearly, this is the best way, and the mu'amalat will be clear. So whenever it comes to any dealing matters, it must be clear, even if it is your best and closest friend. The famous saying, live like brothers and deal like strangers. When it comes to mu'amalat, it should be crystal clear, very clear in dealings. It's not, oh, okay, it's my friend, we don't need to write it down. This is what causes arguments. And this is what causes to fights. Even if it's your own brother, blood-related brother, you're borrowing some money, write it down, it'll be a lot easier. Because people forget after what they had agreed to and what had happened. It's not that this writing down is not that you do not trust the other person. It's there to prevent and stop arguments. Question number 5. Someone tells you something in private. Are you allowed to discuss it with your wife to see her views? If you're speaking in general, your wife does not know who you're speaking about, and she cannot guess. So you're speaking in general, then that's fine. But if an individual has told you, you must not say this to anyone, and your wife, after speaking, she will know who you're talking about, then you cannot do this. Because it's a private meeting. So if this person has cleared to you that it's private, but if you discuss something where you're just speaking about it in general, then a view can be taken. However, if she knows who it is, then of course not, because it's no longer private. So you have to bear and keep this in mind. That if someone has said this is an amana, then it's a trust. Question number 5. Would the tissue paper gone to dry? The only issue is, how do we dry our feet? Do we just rub them on the carpet or use our socks? The latter will only bring some bad odor to the masjid. I don't know what this question is trying to say. I think after they perform wudu, maybe they're speaking about how they dry themselves. If you do have any opinions, I would say you can approach the committee members, speak to them about it. If you've got any opinions that one would like, how things can be improved, inshallah, they're there to help you. Question number 6. It's all good the masjid buying new buildings, but why can't the masjid invest into the speaker system downstairs? It is impossible to hear. You go to other masjids in Leeds and their speaker systems are top quality, but Leeds Islamic Centre does not seem to care and have very outdated speaker system. Please, can this be updated for the benefit of everyone? So, regarding this, inshallah, we'll put it forward to the committee members, and they can decide what to do and in which sense, how to take this, and inshallah they can answer this question better than I can. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability to understand what we have heard and to spread unto others. Ameen. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.